It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Lions pregame show right here on Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Ruhl. That guy, Sean Baligian, here in the house. And Sean, look, it's been a long week. Events here in the Metro Detroit, Michigan area.
What events?
Certain events in the sports world here in the Detroit and Michigan area, I believe, have sucked some of the energy away from this Lions-Rams game. But, Sean, I'm happy to be here today with you because we get to lock in. There is no more, you know what I'm talking about, Sean. Lions-Rams, big game, one of the biggest games in the league.
It is. No doubt about it. I'm going to say it again at the risk of sounding overly dramatic. This is not the be-all, end-all. The whole season comes down to this. But it's a big game still, nonetheless, no doubt about it. The win against Dallas allowed them a little wiggle room. And you know what I mean by that. They don't have to win out. They don't. Let's be honest. Here it is. Okay.
3-1 gets them in.
Do we want them to win out? 100%
Absolutely.
we do. There's no doubt about it. You want to go into the playoff rolling. But the win against Dallas allowed them some wiggle room. And with that being said, Neal, if you have any lofty aspirations, as opposed to just getting in, you have to win today. There's no doubt about it that is non-negotiable, and you have to find a way to do it. And it's not same thing as last week. I don't think the dynamic changes, Neal. It isn't going to be easy with what we're dealing with in the defensive backfield. Period. End of story. And you better dial up everything you saw in that Dallas game, where all of a sudden it was the rejuvenated defensive line. All right. And it was the offense clicking like we know this offense can click. Yeah, let's order that right now.
No, absolutely, because it is time, no doubt. All right, if you want to get involved, jump in the chat. Get your thoughts out there in the chat. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. You guys know the deal. Oh, look at that. Cracked 98,000 subs. The plaque is coming soon. It certainly is. But get into it. We got Matt Broder here. We went to the Pen. And we got the old crafty veteran.
Shout out. How you doing?
I'm
Are
good,
you at
man.
that point in your career where you're mixing in more junk? Is that safe to say? I mean, you got to take care of your arm.
Pause. Yeah, no, you got it. The
that
back
would be
hurts a
Sharon
little bit
Moore.
more.
Hey,
the hammy. Oh, funny.
Yeah. He's mixing in more junk. Go ahead.
It's been a tough week for us, Michigan Wolverines. No, you get older, the hammies start tightening up a little bit.
Whoa.
The back, you can't get out of bed as easy. I spent 5 minutes just sitting at the edge of the bed. 2 today because the Lions play, and I got a little more juice.
Yeah. No, that is the case. But, yeah, Matt Broder is here in the house. Big Willie style, huh?
What's happening?
Big Willie.
What's happening, Big Willie?
It's nothing like having two legendary announcers
Where?
broadcasting. Yourself,
Where?
especially this man right there, and yourself include with the voice, and nothing like being a true villain when it comes to being a sports fan against the opposing teams. And it's nothing like it. So in that case, let's get it going. Let's belt the ass to the Rams, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. Let's get it in there. If you want to get involved, as we said, you want to skip the line, you can use the super chat, get your thoughts in there. I am the most chat inclusive person probably in Detroit sports media. So go ahead, fire away. Why? It's not because I'm great. It's because I'm lazy. And sometimes people will do the job for me. I'm honest about it with the media stuff. I'm the only honest media person in this town, Sean. If you provide me the stuff and I don't have to do it, I will use it.
I used to love the line. I remember back in the day, Jim Rome would always say, less of you and more of me.
Yes.
And for me, it was like, no, less of me and more of you. That was always kind of my mindset, and no doubt about it. We appreciate you, every one of you out there.
Absolutely. So let's get involved here. The super chats. We're going to do the vibes of the room. I do want to announce this. We have our very first rendition of With and Or. And Sean, I want everyone to appreciate how special this is.
It's a great day.
You don't get this on December 14th.
No.
It's too early.
Yeah, it's a little
With
too early.
and Or is like a good bourbon. There is no faking it. The bourbon goes in the barrel, and it comes out 10 years later, 12 years later. That's just how it works. If you want it to be good, that's what it is. You don't harvest your corn in May. You got to wait till October.
100.
Like, that's the way that it works. With Andor is the same. It is very rare that you get a special edition. We have one today.
You can't force it. You want to. You really do.
want to, yeah.
Last
Smoking
week,
meat. Can't take it out early.
No, can't do it.
Tenderism.
It looks
Jerome
good.
Moore. Can't take it out early.
It looks good, but you
Jerome
can't take
Moore,
it out
it
early.
looks good.
Funny.
Hey, I didn't do this to your department.
Kennedy.
Your people did it to this department. All right.
It's been embarrassing.
Sorry I did. Sean, I got to be better, and I will be better, I promise.
That's all right. That's okay.
Double G21 in the super chat. What up, though? It's my favorite time of the year. 'Tis the season to boot 'em, kids. Got the shirt on. Let's go, Lions. Double G, it is time to boot 'em, kids. Also in the super duper chat, Dante151. Just think, Neal and Sean, the big bad Kansas City Chiefs could be eliminated today. And Dante, I know you put it in the super duper chat. I know, but we're going to save that till we get there, my friend. All right? But you were on it. You're one of the OGs. You know. You love With Andor. We all do. It's a great, magical time of the year. Nitty Gritty 313. Neal, you're going to be at Art and Jake's. Art and Jake's today for the watch party out in Clarkston. The heavyweights will be out there. You guys know the bit. Woodward Sports is your home for Lions football. We do it better than the flagship. We do it better than TV. It's just a fact. Check the views. That's what you guys want. We are in there. Nitty Gritty, no, I will not be at Art and Jake's tonight. I will not be. My apologies on that. J Rich 28 going to the game in LA today. Time to boo them kids. Sean, it's time to boo those children because that's what we do.
I'm going to boo them incessantly, absolutely, positively. No, dude, I'm going to be really intrigued. I mean, I think everybody knows this. I'm going to be really intrigued to see how big of a takeover it is today because they don't go out there. I mean, it's a social event at those games. You know, when my son was living out there, he told me it was one of the weirdest experiences. He went to a game and he goes, Dad, it's like nobody's rooting. Like it's just a bunch of people there. And
it's like you're at a bowl game.
Yeah, I
think
think that's
like
fair.
A local person at a bowl game.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Nobody's really rooting. So, look, we all know how well the Lions travel. Let's wait and see how that looks and sounds today.
Absolutely. KC06 in the chat. Don't forget TK85. LOL. There's no LOL about it. Was he not Special Teams Player of the Week?
Are we doing this again? Okay. Yes, he was. What do you want me to say?
All I know is the man shows up and makes plays. Okay. It's all I know. Sean, it's all I know. Everyone laughs at him for some reason. Not here.
Okay. It is a white boy winner. I mean, it
white
is.
Boy winners in full swing.
There's a lot of white boy winner going
Isaac
on.
Tesla.
Let's be honest.
60% of the time he catches a football, he ends up handing it to the referee. White boy winner.
Those are pretty good numbers. It is white boy winner.
It is. Woodward Sports chat poll in there. Will the Lions fans take over SoFi today? So you can drop your thoughts in there. All right, Sean, enough of the pleasantries. Nitty Gritty with the super chat. Let's put John Stafford in the dirt today. Lions win 34-27. Can't wait to bump fist and clink glasses with y'all at Art and Jake's this afternoon. LFG Lions. Nitty Gritty, yeah, be cool for the guys to see you out there, no doubt. Double G. Kennedy, absolutely. Boo the wife and kids. All right, Greg Thomas, thanks for coming on today, Neal. Greg, the pregame show is part of the contracted job. That's the way it works. It doesn't matter that I flew in from Iowa at midnight last night, where it was 20 degrees colder than it is here, by the way.
Can you imagine?
God damn.
20 degrees colder.
Colder than
Wind
Detroit?
chill was 35 below zero when we walked on the plane last night.
35?
35 below zero, bro.
Like, you're so used to it in February, but, like, walking out this morning was like, no.
It's aggressive.
No.
It is absolutely aggressive. All right, Sean, here's the deal. Where have I heard this storyline before? The big bad Rams with John Stafford and the receiving core and Puka. Surely, and not even the number one ranked offense, because the Lions played the number one ranked offense last week, I was told. Surely there's no way in football history that you can slow down this machine that is John Stafford in his Renaissance year and the Super Bowl favorite, people in this town, media in this town, crowning them the Super Bowl champions. Sean, do you see any way that the poor Detroit Lions can keep this game within 3 scores? I don't.
Yeah, 45-24, 45-24, 45-21,
45-8,
like
late touchdown, 2-point conversion.
Yeah, and you go for 2. Absolutely, at that position, you go for 2. That's what the chart says. But at the end of the day, Neal, look, it is the same dynamic. This is the same conversations that we had, 9 days ago, 10 days ago, before the Dallas game.
I feel like we can just rerun the show.
100 later. See, guys, I got a lot of crap to do today. But no, all jokes aside, Neal, this is the same dynamic. Okay, we got the beat up defensive backfield, check. All right, there's no help coming, guys. There isn't. There's no help coming.
And I want to just cut you off there, Sean, because in the chat, as a matter of fact, it was just dropped in there. I had it and I lost it, but you know who you were. What is the real deal with Kirby Joseph? Sean, you just said it. No one's coming to save you.
Nobody's coming to save us. That's the way it is, and it sounds like this is something that's going to be dealt with over the course of however long his career lasts now.
And I have it back. I'm sorry. FD said, can someone just give me the lowdown with Kirby? Is he basically retiring after this season? Everyone is hinting that he's got a big career-ending issue. I can't speak to that. I don't know. But to quote my good friend Sean Baligian, no one's coming to save you.
Nobody coming. No. I don't know as well. All I know is what we've been told, and it's a pain management thing, and this is something that is not going to go away. I'm not going to speculate, but there's no help coming to save us. Neal, I do think, and I'll play the villain again. Sorry, I do think this is different this week because this isn't the Dallas Cowboys. This isn't Dak Prescott. This isn't Mr. Pickens. This isn't
one of the more dynamic receiving duos in the NFL.
Here we go.
That's what I was told.
This is the Rams, and I think this is a different situation today. I've always told myself I'm not going to come on the air and lie, and if that means that you guys can get mad at me, and because I'm not grabbing the pom poms today, so be it. That's fine. But yeah, this is not going to be easy. With that being said, Neal, you can insert the joke again. There's no way you can count this team out. You can't count this Lion team out, okay? They found a way in that Dallas game, and they found a way going away as well. So, but look, you know what the task is. Let's to use a line that you use, let's cut the shit. You know what the task is. There's no help. There's nobody's coming. There isn't somebody sitting there on the street right now going, "Hey man, I think that Willie guy could really fill in and fit what we're missing."
Willie Clay?
It's not coming. Big
wish
play.
they had Willie Clay.
That man made big plays. But at the end of the day, Neal, this is where we're at. This is what we're doing. I cannot believe we're having these same conversations again. Now, it's not in mass like it was last year. Last year, it was in mass. It was everywhere, okay? But watching Amon-Ra not only come back last week, but do Amon-Ra things, boy, if that doesn't light a spark in you, I don't know what will. Neal, they're going to have to go outscore people, and they're going to have to put pressure on the quarterback. And, I always go back. I think Tony Dungy said it many, many years ago, and I thought he was spot on. The NFL today is not as complicated as people make it out to be. Do you know what the NFL today is? What can your quarterback do to the opposition's defense, and what can your defense do to make the opposition's offense life miserable? That's it. That's the NFL today. Honestly, it is.
Sacks.
Get after the quarterback, make his life
Sacks.
miserable. Yep, that's it.
Turnover, sack.
That's it. And don't let him run away. I love runaway. I don't know who came up with
Sean,
runaway. I love
and
runaway.
Damn it, here's where I don't mind the Lions chair right now, because John Stafford is not a mobile quarterback, right? Which is odd that everybody in this town loves him so much. He's not mobile. He doesn't just run away and not get sacked 8 times like Josh Allen did, right? Like, why didn't Josh just run away?
He is having, honest to goodness, he is having the Aaron Rodgers 2.0 year. Do you remember when Aaron Rodgers was at 2020? It was just, we hate him, okay? But I think deep down inside, we all kind of respected him. And I know nobody wants to say that, all right? But then in 2020, he became something else. And what was it? 48-5 was his touchdown to interception ratio.
Just absolutely crazy.
It was, and like every week you watched him and you're just going, holy crap, this guy. And I'm getting that vibes out of John this year. I really, truly am. I'm getting those same kind of vibes. And, his touchdown to interception ratio right now is absolutely absurd. It is. And, it's trending in that 48-5 area and everything. But how often do we see it, man? It starts with the offensive line. Hey, remember the year after they won the Super Bowl when they kind of fell apart? Where did it start? It started with the offensive line.
What?
Yeah, imagine that. I know it's crazy. I know there.
You mean he didn't just run away?
I know there are some guys that said it's very, very important to protect your quarterback, and especially here in Detroit. But that's the reality of the situation, man. When you find a way to protect your quarterback, and they're finding a way to protect him, he's having a masterclass season, man. There's no other way to say it.
And certainly, look, I'm not going to downplay that, Sean. But when you go back and you look at John, and if you want to cross-compare to the Rodgers renaissance that he had, how did it end? And we all know the answer to that.
No question.
And, Sean, I go back to that Carolina game. It was just 2 weeks ago that John Stafford was the singular reason the Rams lost at Carolina as a 10.5-point favorite. The singular reason. Turnover.
And you know what, Neal? It's like, to me, that's the NFL, and I just don't get wrapped up in it, right? I mean, how many times, and more on the Chiefs in a minute, but how many times
you can't wait.
Oh, I can't wait. Are you kidding me? How many times did we have that conversation with the Chiefs? Man, they don't look right. They don't look, and then all of a sudden, I got your ass. I mean, really, how many times did we do that? You can't lose a game like that to Aiden O'Connell. And then they found themselves right. So I think that is part and parcel with the National Football League, but it also shows you where the roadmap is. Make a guy's life miserable. All of a sudden, he don't look like he's having that Renaissance type season.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Get into there. Get your thoughts out there. Some reaction to what we're talking about. American Boxer. Who is John Stafford? I thought Matthew Stafford was the Rams quarterback. His mama call him John. I'ma call him John. All right? That's the way that it works. His name is John Stafford. I didn't name him. Don't be mad at me, which I know your undertone is, why are you calling him John? His mother called him John. It's on his birth certificate. So why am I the bad guy? I didn't name him that. They did. So he's John. Thank you. Woodward Sports chat thread.
Did you know Rick Porcello was Frederick? Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, he was Frederick. And Brandon Inge was Charles.
In the home run derby, he was Charles.
He was Chaz. Chaz.
When he had a 20 home run season, he was Brandon. When he went homerless in the All-Star home run derby, he ceased being Brandon and then became Charles.
Such a good bit.
Woodward Sports chat thread, James Galena. Who at this point in the year thought Hutch would be second on the team in sacks? Something has to give. Well, be careful, James. If you question that, you'll get pushback.
It is such a weird dynamic, man. I don't. This goes back. How many times have we had conversations like this with guys around? I like Hutch. I do too. I think that Hutch is a really, really, really good player. Okay, I want more from Hutch. I'm a bad guy. I'll never understand that.
Hey, Sean, man.
And then what happens is you try to be reasonable with people. Okay, don't you want more from Hutch? Hater! Okay, all right, fair enough. That makes sense.
Hey,
who am I to argue?
Broder, can we chat poll that?
Of course.
Do you need more from Hutch? Yes or no? And don't spenny it. Don't try to massage it to get your desired result. Just a very simple, do we need more from Hutch? Yes or no? And Big Willie style, that's the common sense answer. I'm curious to see what the people have to say. Taylor in the chat, John Matthew Stat Pad. Now that's going too far. His mama did not name him, quote, John Matthew Stat Pad. Okay. So it's out there in the chat poll. And I want to see it, man. Because backing up to your question, who would have thought this? No one would have thought it. So therefore, he's got to do more. And the contract's been signed, all that stuff, guys. And I keep it 100 with everybody. Yeah, that's Neal. Don't do this.
Don't do it.
Do it. No, I want you to do it. I want you to do it.
You might have been lied to.
I'm urging you to do it.
Come on, Neal.
And then
Neal.
do them kids.
Come on,
when
man.
you're
Neal.
done doing it, but then
Neal.
do them
Come on.
kids.
Neal.
Bring the villain out.
No, you
No,
guys.
Neal, do it. Do
Come
it.
on.
Okay.
Do it.
Be
For
the villain that you are.
For the record, you wanted this, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to deal with it.
It's fine with me.
In about 45 seconds,
I'm ready
you're going to
for
have to deal with it.
I'm ready for it.
In about 40 seconds, you're going to have to deal with it.
Okay.
Here we go. The Hutch thing is weird to me, kind of like you said, because, like, the performance, the measurables, the stats are not there. Yet, if you did a chat poll and said, who was living up to their contract more, Jared Goff or Aiden Hutchinson? What do you think that chat poll would be?
Oh my gosh, it wouldn't be close. Can I tell you? You know my theory on this, all right? And so I'm gonna.
Why, Sean? Like, what's the difference?
I'll tell you what it is, and it's the same. It's the same. We just brought up Charles Brandon Inge, okay? People in this town, like, are infatuated with our own, the guys that we watch grow up, and whether it be a guy like Charles Brandon Inge, who we saw him when he was young, he moved up the ranks, and then he became everything that we dreamed he would be. And I think that Hutch is the same way. He's one of us. He was at Divine Child. He was at Michigan. And again, Neal, I know I'm going to play your same game. You're going to have to deal with this in 30 seconds, okay? I'm saying I like the guy. I'm saying I want the guy here. I'm saying he is a very good player. I am also saying that this is not Ndamukong Suh, all right? It's not. Where Jim Schwartz would lose his mind almost on a weekly basis when people would say, where are the numbers? Where are Ndamukong Suh's numbers? How come Cliff Avrill's eating? How come he's eating at will? And like, you would watch Jim Schwartz's face change, like, you don't know football. Like, take a look at the film. This guy is constantly being double and triple teamed. Constantly. Every single game, every single snap. He is a disruptor, and therefore that is opening things across the line for everybody else on that line. And Neal, that's kind of where we're at right now with Hutch. Is people, well, look what he's doing over there. He's drawing it so AQM is eating. Is that really the case? Do you want to compare that? Do you want to look at the film and see how many times legitimately he is being doubled and triple teamed? They aren't the same. They aren't the same. And I know people are, where's this Hutch hate coming from? There's no hate. None whatsoever. What I'm saying is, and Neal, this is where you might get mad at me, all right? Where's Micah Parsons?
Damn.
Where's Myles Garrett? And I'm not saying go obtain 20 sacks or something like that. I want more. I want that guy to be dominant, where guys are watching the broadcast going, I'm telling you what right now, Aiden Hutchinson, there's something going on with this guy. He is on it today. How often do we have those conversations? Really? Like, and now I'm pleading with you. I'm pleading with you out there, all right? You know we're right. It's okay. I know he's your guy. I know
Steve Lehman in the chat, 98% of the snaps.
I know you're a Divine Child guy. I know that you're a Michigan guy. I know. Honestly, you know, don't you want more? Don't you want more?
98% of the snaps.
Okay. What do you want me to say?
Come on, Sean.
What do you want me to say?
Can't crack him, Big Willie style. I'm trying.
What do you want me to say?
I'm trying.
You're not.
I can't crack him.
You can't, and that's.
I thought for sure when I casted that line, I thought for sure. I went to the green plastic worm. That bass is going to bite on this one. It did not. It wasn't interested. Double G21 in the super chat. We absolutely need to see more from Hutch. It's time to start earning that paycheck, and I've been a Hutch fan since day one.
We all are. Right? Fair?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you like Aiden Hutchinson? Why you're in?
Why?
Why?
And I give the note back to you.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Silent service. Jared Goff has been balling. So I'll ask you then, Matthew
Oh,
Broder.
you're asking the wrong guy.
God.
Yeah, look at it.
Oh,
He's
no,
already
no.
moving the eyebrows up and down. You're
He's
asking
licking
the
his
wrong
chops
guy.
right now.
No, I know that Broder right there is sitting 3-1 fastball. And I'm going to make him look foolish here with this changeup in a hitter's count. I'll ask you, Matthew Broder, because I believe you're uniquely qualified to answer this. Is it simple as this, that it's just the Michigan angle with Hutch? Because notice when I say I want Hutch for more, I need more from Hutch, I get 98% of the defensive snaps. But Jared Goff, who once again is a top 5 quarterback by the numbers in this league for the 3rd consecutive season, if you put them side by side and say who's better, you know what the answer would be to that. Why? Is it as simple as it's the Michigan thing?
It's not. Like, you need more out of Hutch in general, but uniquely because of this game. You don't have Brian Branch. You don't have Kirby
I didn't
Joseph.
ask you if you're running for president with the response. I asked you bottom line, is it because he's a Michigan man and you Michigan people are like, right away, any criticism of Hutch, he's playing 98% of the snaps. He doesn't have help.
Oh, no. I don't give him any excuse for any of that. We need more out of him. We need him to get to the quarterback and take the quarterback down. You can get away with pressures when you have Kirby Joseph roaming center field, when you have Brian Branch there to erase mistakes that the quarterback is able to make when he throws the ball. What we need out of Hutch today is Matthew Stafford not to be able to throw the ball. He needs
on the
to
ground.
be on the ground. So we need sacks today more than we have the rest of the season. We want more every week, but we absolutely need sacks today out of Hutchinson, not just pressures.
Woodward Sports Chat
Get
thread.
home.
Alex the Spoon. This will get him. Watch, everybody. Alex the Spoon. Hold up. Don't talk ish about Brandon Inge. He was a great defensive player, but ass offensively. Leave him alone. He's nothing like Hutch.
Great Michigan baseball coach, too.
I
Give
lived
me-
it.
I'm about to throw
Sean,
my head.
I give you what you want
All right.
the time here.
Can I tell you a story? This is a true
Give
story.
me what I want, please.
Okay, I will give you what you want. Listen, we were at a Tiger game. Remember when he got sent down in 2011, and
Absolutely.
the Tigers had to go get something called Wilson Bettamy. Do you remember? And then they brought Charles Brandon Inge back up at the end of the year. I swear to God, I thought somebody was playing a practical joke on me. They introduced Charles Brandon Inge, and everybody stood up and gave him a standing ovation. And I'm at the game with my son, who I think was 10 at the time, and we were literally looking at each other going, am I missing something? Am I missing something? The way that people held that guy up on a pedestal, I'll never understand it as long as I live. He wasn't good. And that's okay. It's okay.
Sean,
all
he
right?
was in the home run derby and hit 0 home runs.
Sorry.
To put this in perspective, of course, if you're talking about talent level, no doubt about it. My arms aren't here, okay? I think, my friend, you completely missed the point. People made excuses for him constantly. He wasn't good. People got mad when you said things like that. It was really weird. Much like people get mad when you say things like, I want more from Hutch. Why? How? What? Why are you mad? I didn't do it. It's not my fault. I did nothing, all right? I'm asking you a question. Do you want more from the guy? Do you look at him the way that people look at Myles Garrett? The way that people look at Micah Parsons? Do you want that for Hutch? I do. I can't imagine why you wouldn't. And if we're being brutally honest, is he at that point? No, he's not. I'm happy he's here, but I want more. Both things can be true. And I think, again, the dynamic that you're missing is, I think because he's one of us and we watched him come up, I think a lot of people kind of stop short of saying things like that or get agitated when somebody else says things like that. And for the life of me, I'll never understand it. I will never, and it's always mad. Why mad? Why are you mad at Neal? Why are you mad at me?
You know why. You know why. You coined the phrase.
It's the truth.
You coined the phrase. Because the truth is inescapable. Mm-hmm. And you can deny it, but in your soul, you know it. And you can tell who in their soul knows what the truth is because they're often the loudest about it.
Fact. And facts are mean.
You invented that.
Sorry.
Did you ever copyright that?
No.
Why?
Don't copyright anything. Facts are mean. Sorry, I don't. You guys, seriously, they're Myles Garrett. Anybody want to compare and contrast? What variable do you want us to compare and contrast with that? Neal, Micah Parsons. Do people make a little bit too much of a big deal about Micah? We can have that conversation. Do you want to compare and contrast Micah Parsons and Hutch right now? Anybody? I'm serious. Anybody want to do that? Okay, cool. That's that. And like, again, I want him here. I like him. I'm very happy he's a Detroit Lion. Why is it a bad thing when people say, hey, man, you know what? Especially a day like today, all right? I need you to be the best player on the field. Not Jared Goff. Sorry, Broder.
No, that's fine.
Not Jared Goff. Not Matthew Stafford. I want those guys to drop their pants and stroke themselves like I hear people stroke about Micah Parsons and Myles Garrett. I want that today. Let me tell you, the Troy Aikman. Joel, this Hayden Hutchinson, he's the best player in the league. We need that today, right now, today.
But Sean, Neal, Independent Aquaman in the chat, Independent Aquaman 7424. Apparently, you don't see that Hutch is playing more than he should. That he's illegally handled, plus double and triple team. So that opens it up for his teammates to win sacks.
Just isn't that isn't the case, guys. No. It's not. This is not Ndamukong Suh. I don't know what to tell you.
That's
not the case.
Hence this. Let me land the plane here on this. That's why I wanted to bring it up. We look for reasons to kill Goff. Who gives you the tangible numbers? Mm-hmm. What are we asking for from Hutch? Tangible numbers. Pass, fill. Quarterback standing, throwing, or quarterback on ground. It's a very definitive line. There is no black and white. There is no gray area to it. Do you get said quarterback on the ground? YN, to quote a good friend of mine. Like, that's it, guys. And like with Goff, the tangible numbers are there. I just don't get why people don't keep it 100. Why there are excuses made for Hutch, yet we look for a reason to kill Goff when Goff's there. And this is my whole overriding thing all year long about Jared Goff. Like, people think that I'm like glazing him and stuff like that. Like, bro, if I would have told you, and it went back to the discussion earlier this week in the clip that went viral, if I would have told you, if I didn't say Jared Goff, if I would have told you when the Lions were doing the rebuild and John Stafford walked into the office and said, I can't take this anymore, I'm tapping out on this city and this franchise despite the fact you gave me almost $250 million and I gave you no playoff wins. If he walked into the office and said that, where if he was dealing in truth, he would have. If he would have said that, and I would have said, all right, guys, here's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you Jahmyr Gibbs and Sam Laporta and Jamison Williams and the best quarterback in the league for a 3-year stretch in terms of passing yards and touchdowns. Who would say no to that? Who would say no?
I told you how this constantly comes up is unbelievable to me. I don't get it. There isn't a soul out there that would say, no, Neal, I don't want that. There isn't a soul out there that would say that, okay? And you know what the flip side to that is? Okay, Matthew Stafford's a better quarterback.
Yeah. Yes.
It's okay. You're not going to melt saying that, okay? You're not. He is. He's a better quarterback. And you know what else? Okay? This is one of those rare win-win deals, all right? But at the end of the day, peel all the layers away, all right? Right now, the Rams have the better of that deal. They do. Why?
See, Sean,
they won a Super Bowl.
That's
the goal.
But see, like here's the thing with me, and this is where I drive into it. And I didn't mean for this to like get in this direction about it.
It's cool.
But it's Rams Lions, so it's always
always going to be there.
It's always going to be a wash.
It's just
always
going to
be a wash. When John Stafford leaves the organization, all I can tell you is I don't care what happens to him. I don't, because he's not here anymore. I don't care what they win. I don't care what he does. All I know is we got Jamison Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta, and a top 5 producing quarterback in the NFL for the last 3 years. The number 1 producing quarterback in terms of passing yards. Like, if you were building a fantasy team, would you take Stafford or would you take that package? You take that package.
1,000%.
Like 1,000,000%. So that's why, to me, and like, look, I get where you're going with it. I do. I understand you people's argument, Sean. I do. But for me, you guys know how I operate, man. What does Spenny call me? A Sith? Is that what it is?
Something like that.
Yeah. I deal in reality. And the reality is you replace somebody, even if you want to say, see, my thing is like Goff doesn't turn the football over quite as recklessly as John does sometimes, i.e. the Panthers game 2 weeks ago. But whatever. Okay, I'll give you that. John's a better quarterback of throwing the football or whatever. Mm-hmm. The difference between those two is nowhere near adding Gibbs, Laporta, Jamo. Like, it's not.
Then let me repeat, and this is why I get why the argument happens, but my answer hasn't changed. You're right. I'll take this deal. I'll take this package. I'll take Jared Goff. End. Okay? And I have to throw in, the Rams made that deal because they felt that Jared Goff wasn't the guy that was going to lead them to the promised land. They made that deal to win a Super Bowl. They won a Super Bowl. End.
And they would make that deal again, right?
And,
both teams
to win
would
a
do
Super
the
Bowl?
exact same
100%.
thing.
100%.
Even knowing the players that the Lions got, the Rams still make that trade. They both would do.
And Stick and I have had this conversation 1,000 times. When, not if, when the Lions win a Super Bowl and these guys are a prominent part of it, guess what? That's the equalizer. And then we can sit back and go, this is the greatest gosh damn trade that may have ever been made in the history of sport. Like, I'm serious. I mean, how often do you have win-win conversations?
Rarely.
There's always that tale of regret, right? Gosh damn it. Can you believe, that Broder guy, we thought he was a throw-in? That dude went on to win 15 games 3 years in a row for my staff, right? Like, yeah, innings eater. Was he great? Nah, he just found a way he fit hand in glove with our staff. And those are it's the weirdest. I'm sorry, I got to be honest. The answer hasn't changed. And much like you, I'm dealing in reality here. Which part of this is a deviation from reality? Do you love the deal?
Wire in.
Did the Rams win a Super Bowl? Okay, we're set. And yet it's going to come up until the end of days. And it's like, those are the only answers. That's it. I love the deal. I don't want a do-over. I do not. Hey, Sean, I got a deal for you. All I have to do, I'm Thanos. I snap my finger and everything's undone. Do you want to redo that? No way. No way. The goal is to win a Super Bowl. And the problem with our franchise, and I've said this for years, the problem with our franchise is we made a mistake of comparing the Lions to the Lions. It drove me. Jim Caldwell's not that bad. Oh, look at Matt Patricia. I love the Caldwell era. I hated the Caldwell era. I wanted to buy the man a watch every gosh damn game because he didn't know how to keep time, right? And so, Neal, we've made the mistake of comparing the Lions to the Lions, and that's bad logic. Why would I compare my franchise that I love to a franchise that arguably is the worst franchise in our lifetime? Why would I do that? No, you know what I want to do? I want to compare them to the Green Bay Packers. I do. I want to compare them. I want to compare them to the freaking Kansas City Chiefs. I want to compare them to the New England Patriots. Those are the things that I want to do. It's like the conversation we had with Dallas Fan last week. Remember Dallas Fan? And he was chirping at us, and we were like, dude, you haven't done anything. Did you know this? There has been one team in the NFC who hasn't made the NFC Championship in the last 30 years.
Dallas Cowboys.
Think about it. They talk shit.
Before HD television.
What?
Yeah.
Like, think about that. It was like one of those surreal conversations that we were having where you're like, why are you talking shit? I don't want to hear about Jimmy Johnson anymore. I don't want to hear about Tom Landry. I don't want to even hear about Barry Switzer, sleepwalking his way to a Super Bowl championship. And that's the same thing with the Detroit Lions. I want to compare the Detroit Lions to the top teams in the National Football League. The goal of playing football is to win a Super Bowl. We have fallen miserably, miserably, miserably short, okay? Our entire lifetimes, all right? In varying degrees. So, Neal, at this point in time, I want what the Rams got. The Rams got out of that deal. They got a Super Bowl. Now, it wasn't John by himself. There were other moves that made that happen.
That's what I was looking for.
Okay, well, it's true. It's true. But if we're going to say out of this side of the mouth, the quarterback's the most important position on the field, And the Rams felt that the guy that they had was not the guy to lead them to a Super Bowl championship. I can't sit back and say, well, it's also those other guys. Of course it's those other guys. But the point of that move was to upgrade at quarterback, and they won a Super Bowl. End. That's it. It's not that difficult, man.
Woodward Sports chat thread, Mark Royal, take Stafford in a Super Bowl or Goff, Gibbs, and Laporta. Mark Royal, you are a Lions fan, right? That proposal doesn't exist. This is the struggle. This is what I can't get millions of people to see, according to social media. You don't get that. No. You only get the latter with moving on from John. That's it. You don't get both of them. You keep John, you know what you are? The same as you were with John. That's what it is. Woodward Sports chat thread. Goff did not ask out. They never put anything around him. No, you know who didn't ask out? Isaiah Thomas didn't ask out.
Facts.
That just said, I'm winning here, and you're either here or you're in the way. And then he took an entire franchise, an entire city to the greatest heights of the league, in the greatest era of the league. That's what because I always get pushback on that. Grant Hill tapped out. John Stafford tapped out. And why did not Barry and not Calvin? Because they quit playing. They retired. I can't get inside their head and understand what their logic was for that. I know the other guys, Staffords, the Grant Hills, they kept playing. They asked out. That's just it. For me, that's just it. Some dude asked, why don't you take phone calls? Because they pay me to do this. They don't pay you. That's why.
Boom.
So,
boom.
There you have it. There you have it.
That's why. All right. So
you can share your thoughts. If there's something that really bothers you, you can
you
just
you
type
put,
it. You
put
know
in
how
the
you
chat.
just type that message in? You can type what you were planning to call in about. You can type that in. It's
Plain
true.
simple.
Yeah, absolutely you can. And I will literally read it word for word.
Really?
I literally will.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, this Rams team, man. And, look, I know that everyone's walking on eggshells and they're terrified for whatever reason, despite all the data is that Jared Goff has gotten the better of this franchise since the trade has happened. We have beat them for the ultimate stakes in the playoffs. We have beat them on Sunday Night Football. We have beat them. That's what it is. Sean, I just don't see, look, how often, Sean, does a team and a player just go off for an entire season? How often does it happen, Sean?
Doesn't happen that often.
It does not happen that often.
Like we were talking about with the teams. It's the people that thought 15-2 was loading. We don't see that 2 years in a row, man. It just doesn't happen.
Well, and I'm just talking about it from the Rams angle, even, Sean. This, if you had to bet your life on a team to win the Super Bowl, would you bet your life on the Rams right now? Well, they're the favorite. They're the overwhelming favorite. Look at John.
Listen, I wouldn't bet my life on anybody right now, though. Truth be told, I really would.
If you had to bet your life on someone, who are you betting it on?
Fuck. Pardon my language.
Yeah.
I got to get back to it. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny.
First instinct.
I guess the Rams.
Because they're favored or whatever?
They look really good. They got it going in a myriad of ways. And I'm going to say the same thing that people got mad at me last year. I don't think a team like the Lions can overcome the amount of injuries they have, see last year, and this year, the severity of the injuries for positions. I don't see a team overcoming that. And I pray to God I'm wrong, but I felt there were too many injuries last year. Now it's just our defensive backfield is absolutely depleted. How do you overcome that? I hope they can, but so I guess to answer, I don't like anybody in the AFC. I really, truly don't. I don't like anybody in the AFC. If I had to pick one, I'd pick the team that's hanging on by a thread in the Buffalo Bills, and I don't feel strongly about that. But honestly, right now, I guess it'd be the Rams. And can you tell how not enthused I am? I mean, seriously, who would you pick?
You guys are going to laugh at this. I would probably roll with the Bills.
Okay. I'm not going to laugh at it because that's a team I'd pick out of the AFC.
Like for the people that say I would bet, if you're making me bet my life, I would bet my life and take the favorite. I would say because I'm told he's the best quarterback in the league, right? So give me the best quarterback. If I'm playing for my life, give me the best quarterback.
He's so fun to watch.
He is fun.
He is just
Yeah.
so fun.
No, absolutely,
I love
he
me
was
some
fun.
Josh, man. I really do.
I think that's how I would roll right now. I just don't see.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's the same. I think it's the same strategy. I've always said, like in basketball, if you're picking a game, I'll take my chances with the best player. Mm-hmm. And more often than not, I'll win. More often, I won't win every time, but more often than not, I will win. Silent service, the Bears. Yes, I know.
Is that Maz?
Silent service. Maybe it's his alt account. I don't know. But Sean, are people? And I guess I'm asking you then, right? Are people writing off the Lions in this matchup? Because I feel like they are.
I'm not. I'm going to say it again. Can they win this game? Absolutely, they can. There's no doubt about it. And if we were even close to full capabilities, I would really like the Lions a lot. It is where the injuries occurred. I mean, our defensive backfield doesn't exist. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, what we thought we'd have at this point in time of the season and what we have right now are two entirely different things. So I wouldn't go that far, Neal. Look, I'm going to tell you, do I expect the Rams to win? I do. I really do. But this isn't like, oh my gosh, I can't believe the Lions beat the Rams type of shit. No, not at all. And it goes both ways. It goes back to the conversation that you and I just had about the hemming and hawing about who the favorite is. This is not the big bad Rams, and here they come to town, and they're rolling up to a 15-2 type of thing. There's a reason that they find themselves in quite a pickle as well. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I mean, with Seattle right there with them. So, no, Neal, I would not be – that's not a jaw-dropping prospect. No way.
Because we are at that point of the season where when you get to week 15, for whatever reason, you're starting to see things take shape. Grandpa Joe's Stinky Toes in the Woodward Sports Super Chat. Sean, can we get some cartoon masks?
Guys, I don't know why you keep sleeping on the Bears. Caleb looks good.
Woodward.
You just hate him so much. He is. He's a cartoon character. Tell me I'm wrong.
My favorite is he looks good. Game on the line. Throws one of the worst passes you've ever seen. Interception. Well, he was good the rest of the time.
If he didn't throw that pass,
it wouldn't have been interception.
Inevitably, every Maz argument ends with that.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? And I always go with, well, if my aunt had a schlong, she'd be my uncle. It's like, that's why I love Maz, though, right?
Yeah. Getting back to the Hutch stuff in the Super Chat. Evans, 54-54. Maybe Hutch is waiting for the extension to kick in. That's a Sharon Moore, Neal Ruhl glancing blow right there. Pause.
That had levels to it.
It did. Yeah, it absolutely did. Double G21. We absolutely need to see more from Hutch. It's time to start earning that paycheck. I've been a Hutch fan since day one. Double G, thank you for being honest.
That doesn't make you a
No,
non-Hutch fan, right? Yes, I love Hutch. I'm glad he's here. I want next level, especially under the circumstances, okay? With what we're dealing with in our defensive backfield. If there is a next level, okay, please bring it. Any aspiration that we have to take that next step hinges on it. Because I'm going to say it one more time, and we started the show with this. There ain't no help coming for our defensive backfield. It ain't coming.
No.
So you're going to have to find it elsewhere. It's almost like, Neal, the term, and when you hear something like this, it sends a shiver down your spine. Oh, we have to manufacture a pass rush. Any player will tell you when you're talking like that, you know what that means? Our fucking pass rush sucks.
That's true.
Like any player will. Those are not Sean Baligian's words. Those are players' words, okay? We're not at that point with manufacture a pass rush, but you know what? Right now, yeah, we have to kind of make up for what we don't have in our defensive backfield.
Nitty Gritty 313 in the Super Chat. Shout out, my guy. Let's put John Stafford in the dirt today. Lions win 34-27. Can't wait to bump fists and clank glasses with y'all at Art and Jake's this afternoon. LFG. Art and Jake's, by the way, the watch party. Art and Jake's in Clarkston. roll up there. It gets packed, so you probably want to get there early, and it'll probably be like extra busy because it's a 4 o'clock game. So the people that go there religiously on a Sunday, because they have great drink specials at all the Art and Jake's locations, you probably want to get out there a little bit early and get it in. Double G, I can't remember if I said this one or not, but whatever, you get it read twice. What up, though? It's my favorite time of the year. 'Tis the season to boot 'em kids. Got my shirt on. Let's go Lions. Go to woodwardsports.com. Get your boot 'em kids. We sold hundreds of them this week. We literally sold hundreds of them. The T-shirt game amazes me. It absolutely amazes me.
Do you know how many dumb T-shirts I have at home?
You know,
I have with dumb slogans on them and everything. It's so fun. Like we had one of those. Or you know how it is. My wife comes to the room before we had all the guests over on Thanksgiving, and she's like, "Gosh damn it! There's been this pile that's been sitting there," and I'm rifling. Oh my gosh! I remember getting this in like 2009 because men, we just keep dumb shit.
We do,
like we do, and that those people will never understand. Though they will never understand that, but it's like, oh my gosh, I remember this T-shirt, and boo them kids are one of the. You damn right, I'm pulling that out today, and
Rotor.
I'm gonna boo them. Oh, I'm gonna boo them
every time they're on the screen.
Every time they show those kids, I'm booing them.
I'll boo my children.
I will. Just, hey, how's that, Kelly? Watch. There's my daughter. Boo! I'll boo her. I got no problems doing that.
I'm booing my child that hasn't even been born yet.
Absolutely. Looking at your wife's belly.
I would literally get right next to the womb and just boo!
Boo!
Broder, can I interest you in a Fort Wayne's Comets T-shirt?
Yeah.
I have one.
If
Why?
it's under $20, us guys will buy it.
We're going to buy it.
We'll wear it a couple times, and it'll just be stored away in a bin.
I went to the Fort Wayne Comets game. The T-shirt was $15. I didn't want to lose money, so I bought it. It's an orange T-shirt. Who's going to wear an orange T-shirt?
I have this infatuation with Sanford and Son. I can't explain it. I just do. I really, truly do. I
Five
love
knuckles across your face.
And literally, we had an event once, many years ago, at one of the bars, and this dude came up to me and gave me a "You Big Dummy" T-shirt.
Classic.
And I pulled that "You Big Dummy" T-shirt out the other day, and I was like, "Oh, this is going back into the rotation." Because you forget that you had it. It's like the "Boo Them Kids" shirt. Maybe it's been sitting in your closet for a couple of years. You're like, "Oh yeah, I can wear this today."
Sean, can I make a deal with you?
Anything.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Here we go.
I need something from you. All right? And you and I, we've been friends for a long time. I've asked things of you in the past.
All
you
right.
deliver.
I
You've
think
asked
I
things of
have.
me.
I think I
Yep.
have.
I will deliver for you.
You do?
Sight unseen.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out we're going to be downtown next week
Yes.
for the show.
Yes.
The final regular season home game. Can you wear the "You Big Dummy" shirt?
I'm going to 100% I'll get it. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Count
That's
on
all
it.
I want.
You big dummy.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's all I want. I just wanted you to
All
wear
right.
the "You Big Dummy" shirt.
All right, 100%. I just found it. I forgot I had it. It's been sitting in a corner for many years, you know?
Can we do an impromptu bit that we started about 3 or 4 weeks ago that I think people kind of like? As we are going to take a break. I saw somebody say, the flagship, 5 minutes of content, 15 minutes of commercial. We just gave you guys an hour.
Oh.
Straight. Didn't even notice it.
Didn't even notice it.
Wow, missed
Didn't
the
notice
beat.
it. My bad. And my apologies to Sun Cruisers and Jack's Car Wash and Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. We don't have any Sun Cruisers today. That makes me sad.
Can we go look in the back room? Does anybody have the key to the back room?
I'll go take a look when I go back there. This is just a nice little impromptu thing. I like to do the broke-ass game of the week. Mm-hmm. The cheapest tickets in the NFL. All right? I can give you, because we're getting into a prime, much like we're getting our first episode of With and Or a little bit later on, we are getting into a prime broke-ass game of the week segment. While the most expensive ticket in the NFL, where do you think it is, Sean?
The easy answer is to say the Lions and the Rams.
Okay. That is not the case. They are not in, let me see, third.
Packers,
They're
Broncos?
third. Packers, Broncos. And you guys know, okay, so Pittsburgh Lions next week, get-in price is about $270. Does that seem egregious? Like, that's kind of an egregious price, right? We would agree?
Yeah.
Get-in price for the Packers at the Broncos today, $353. $353.
Packers Broncos.
Packers Broncos. It will be 61 degrees and sunny in Denver today. For some reason, it's 61 in Denver. It's below zero here.
That's this, but you know that is the strangest weather city in the history of the United
81
States.
during the day, 38 at night. Yeah.
It is weird.
It's
Sunshine
crazy.
like 260
and
days
it's like
a year.
Dallas is like that too, where you might get snow on a Tuesday and then the next day it's like 70 degrees. It's
weird.
really there's something about that whole region of the country that doesn't surprise me though, Neal. Like those people are crazy out in Denver. They really
And
are.
Packers fans, obviously.
Yeah,
they,
and Packer
they roll
fans are
out.
going to go. So.
And there's a hook to it because it's a unique game. So the broke-ass game of the week. You have your usual what you think it would be. Can I interest you in MetLife Stadium? Can we go to the Commanders-Giants game today, Dad? Certainly we can. Tickets are $8 to get in. $8 for an NFL game.
What's the temperature in New York today? Is it there?
29 degrees, it says. But that doesn't list the wind.
I might be. I might. That's the type of game I might be Dad. Like you know.
Well, hold on, Sean.
It's a divisional
Because
game.
we talk about the broke-ass game of the week. That is one you would expect. Commanders at the Giants. What about Ravens at Bengals? Get in price $8. Tied for the broke-ass
Nice.
game of the week.
Nice.
Wait a second.
$8. It is going to be 9 degrees in Cincinnati.
Wait
Oh,
a
yeah,
second.
That's how you get them.
Joe Burrow?
Yes.
That was such a. Can we just for a second? You and I didn't get a chance to talk.
No,
about
we
that.
didn't.
Do you know how happy I was last week watching that game? It was so fucking on brand with Joe Burrow. You're
was.
watching him going. He's the best quarterback in the league. There is nobody better than Joe Burrow. They might win this game 51-14 today. Okay. And then there's Joe Burrow when the game matters most. Literally. And Broder was just doing an imitation in the other room. Neal, he shot put a ball. It was a medicine ball.
Yeah.
He literally had a 25-pound and shot put a ball. That is so on brand for Joe Burrow and the Bengals. They are, listen, Bengals begins with a B, back begins with a B. Coincidence?
No.
No.
How about this one, Sean? Can I take you to Kansas City for Chargers at the Chiefs?
No.
$14.
Wow.
Get in
No
price.
way. Really?
In
In the kingdom?
the kingdom. They are
Prices are that cheap in the kingdom?
That's how fast this world moves in the NFL.
Gosh damn.
$14 get in price for Chargers at Chiefs. Chiefs playing for their lives. Is that not incredible?
Wow.
That is incredible to me. Shout out too, by the way. This ticket is way more in demand than I thought it would be. Let's go to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Panthers at Saints. $9 get in price. You know what, though? I respect it. It's higher than 8.
Back in the day, Neal, when
9.
I was doing all this stuff, it was so funny. And it was always later in the year. But I would say, all right, today after the television show is done, can I just go be Dad? Let me go take my son and then later my son and daughter to the game. That's one thing I don't miss around here because the tickets were absolutely positively dirt cheap. Do you know how many times at the end of the season is just you go online and, you know what? I could find a couple tickets. Now, every now and again, I'm not going to lie, somebody will go, hey, dude, do you want some tickets? And honestly, Neal, I'm the guy. I don't ask. I never ask. I really, truly never ask. But if somebody says, hey, I hear you're going to the game, you want some tickets? You're damn right, I'll take
Right.
them.
100%.
No doubt about it. I'm not going to use, I guess, my position and my job to do that. But it was fantastic. There were a few times I had to buy. Those days are gone. Like, you want to, Broder, you're going to be a parent soon, a few years from now. You know what? I want to take my kid to a game. I highly suggest taking your kid first to a preseason game to kind of get them, acclimated. But a regular season game, dude, you're going to pay an arm and a leg. Because I don't see this franchise going anywhere anytime soon. I really don't.
I think I told you the story before, back in the Silverdome days when we would go. One time I had a reverse auction with a couple of the ticket guys that were out there, and he's like, I got 2 of them for you, lower bowl, I'll give them to you for $25 a piece. And another guy said, well, I'll give you 2 for 20. $5 a piece. Then he said, well, I'll give 2 for $15 a piece. It was literally a reverse auction.
Right.
Lions Chargers way back in the day. So, things have certainly changed. Woodward Sports chat thread. Detroit Arrow, attending games only for the well-off now in certain markets. Kansas City, $14 get in today.
That's incredible.
That is stunning to me. We are a front-running society, aren't we?
Oh, it's the truth.
Are we not? Broder, you're a Michigan fan. You know.
Ha, ha.
Okay. Michigan alum. I'm sorry. There was a good chat message in here, too.
Stop for just a second.
Yes.
I never thought in a million years growing up that would happen to the University of Michigan.
No.
And we watched it.
What's that? Their coach sit in jail?
God damn.
Boy, did I walk into that. I'm gonna let that sit for just a second.
Thanks, Sean.
Broder,
Appreciate you.
the buy a 6-pack of Pepsi, get a Michigan ticket type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the very end of the David Brandon era, I never in a million years thought that something like that would happen. And that's when, and I say this with respect, don't think I'm taking a shot.
Oh, no.
That's when I said, if it can happen at Michigan, it can happen anywhere. Because that was universally always the hardest ticket to get. Like, it was.
Yeah,
no matter what.
That was just even with 108,000 people in there, that was and when they had that 2014, like, buy a 6-pack of Pepsi, get a Michigan ticket, I was like, are you serious? Wow. So that's like, that was Neal. That was my this can happen anywhere moment, honestly.
The Chiefs ticket is $14.
I don't know what to tell you.
They're playing the Chargers with their life on the line.
Wow.
We are a front-running society. Okay, let's take the break. Silent Service has a good chat message I want to get into. We are going to go around the NFL. We have our very first with and or of the season. Sean's been waiting on it. You have it in the system, right, Broder? I sent it to Kool-Aid. It's in the system.
Got you ready.
So we're going to get to all that. Let's do this. Let's take a break then. We'll be back with more. It is a Woodward Sports Lions pregame show brought to you by Sun Cruiser, Jack Car Wash, Tullamore Dew, Irish Whiskey, second best in downtown Detroit as well. We'll be back with more. Oh, Mad Packs as well. Don't forget about my guy Colton and all our people at Mad Packs also. This is the Woodward Sports Lions pregame show.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new face. New focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week, walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
You know how some things are so good they should be world famous, but they're not? Our house-made vinaigrette is one of those things. And the antipasta salad, we drizzle it over. Same with our hand-battered chicken tenders. Original recipe soups and pasta sauces. It's almost as if our original, world-famous Detroit-style pizza is mocking them. And that's not very nice.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new face. New focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
You know how some things are so good they should be world famous, but they're not? Our house-made vinaigrette is one of those things. And the antipasto salad, we drizzle it over. Same with our hand-battered chicken tenders. Original recipe soups and pasta sauces. It's almost as if our original, world-famous Detroit-style pizza is mocking them. And that's not very nice.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Back at it here, Woodward Sports Lions pregame show. Neal, Ruhl, Sean, Baligian. We got Big Willie style in the sound booth with an F. We have also Broder, who was kind enough to stick around here. He's mixing and scratching. Shout out to Broder, man. Hey, we had to go to the pen. We stalled. We stalled so you could warm up. We took 2 mound visits. The ump came out and said, all right, let's go. So we're here. All of you in the Woodward Sports chat as well, subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Viewership popping off as always. We always do appreciate you. Woodward Sports chat poll, do we need more from Hutch? 90% of the people said yes. That makes me feel better. It does.
Thank you.
It does.
No, I'm not, and I'm glad, like, all jokes aside, I'm glad that you hear what we're saying. We love the guy. Nobody's bashing the guy, okay?
But it's time.
But we need more.
This is when it, okay, before I get to this, Sean, backing up to something I started talking about. Shout out Sun Cruiser, by the way. We're in here right now. Sean and I are enjoying a pink lemonade Sun Cruiser.
All right.
Shout out to them. But here's where it is, Sean. This is moving day in the NFL.
Oh, boy. You're going to go there, aren't you?
Week 15.
You're going there, aren't you?
No, not yet. I'm speaking more about the Lions angle of this right now.
All right.
It is moving day. You touched on it earlier. A win is not, quote-unquote, required. It is not. I still believe 3-1, provided one of those ones is the Chicago Bears, I believe will get you in the playoffs with relative ease. We're seeing things shake out right now. The whole situation with the utter collapse of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The utter collapse, which, that's odd. You know who people talking about the Rams in this town remind me of what they were talking about? Oh, I don't know, about the middle of October. Remember who the hot chick in the club was in the middle of October? Can I take you back to Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? You can win a Super Bowl with Baker. The Lions are a Baker Mayfield away from the Super Bowl. I heard that around town. This team is dangerous. Now it's Todd Bowles is a clown, and the Buccaneers are imploding, and they let Kirk Cousins beat them. You cannot kill Kirk Cousins, by the way. You can't kill him. You cannot kill that man. You can tear his Achilles, doesn't matter. He's back spinning it. You just can't. But, Sean, this is the time where everything is really, really starting to take shape. The playoff picture is not as convoluted as people think it is. All the Lions have to do is take somebody's spot ahead of them. That's it.
Yep.
The Bears seem to be the early candidate to do that. I know that if the Lions did lose today and you assume the Bears are going to beat Shador and the Browns at home, I know that everybody will flip out. I will not. Tampa Bay is back there. Just, Sean, it's very simple, man. It is moving time in this league.
It is, and I will caution anybody out there that are writing checks for the Bears already. And again, I both things can be true. I think Ben Johnson has done a tremendous job there. He has.
You knew he was going to, though, right? In your heart,
yes.
you knew.
Oh, we knew. And you know what? I think most importantly in the offseason, and nobody wanted to hear it, and I know I said it during the draft shows, I liked what the Bears did in the offseason. They focused on what they should have focused on, okay? But let me also say this. You know their remaining schedule, right? Okay?
Yes.
All right? You got the Packers coming in. You're at the Niners. You got the Lions. I'm 10-7 and missing the playoffs is loading. And you
100%.
You Bear fans, you're in the chat.
Why are you the only one that sees this with me? Why?
Bear fans, I know you're in the chat. Just remember, kill me the next 3 weeks. Kill me every week. But don't disappear when it happens. Don't disappear when the Lions beat you at Soldier Field.
Don't make your tickets $14.
Come back and take your medicine. Take your shots at me. Do it. Just open wide, and I'm going to give you your medicine when this happens. But 10-7 is loading for the Bears. I'm telling you right now.
I 100% agree with you. That win against, I told you guys this. They could even go 3-2 going back to last week and still make it, provided 2 of the 3 were Dallas and Chicago.
100%.
They got the Dallas angle of it. I like their chances against Pittsburgh at home. I like their chances against 9 or J.J. McCarthy, whichever quarterback shows up for Minnesota.
You never know.
But that's it. Now, granted, Lions win this game today, and then everything changes. Just from the standpoint of, I think the playoffs are it won't be 100%, but I think that they are a certainty if they win this game here today. This game today is a luxury, not a necessity, in terms of playing for your life. It is a luxury, not a necessity.
I agree.
I will not judge their season yet. And Sean, I know that we've been doing this for 4 weeks in this town. I know that, but how I operate is a little bit differently. I don't move until I have to move. I'm like Paulie in Goodfellas. I don't move for anybody. Because through all of this, Sean, through as down in the dumps as people are on this team right now, what is truly different about what you thought going in? From a number perspective.
From a numbers perspective, not that much.
So what are we losing our mind about every 2 hours?
The defensive backfield.
Fair.
Yeah. For me, that's it. That's it. Like I like this team. I like every part of this team. And I'm going to say it again. I like what the front is giving me. I want more, especially under the circumstances, but it's a defensive backfield. You have to be worried about that.
Sure.
You just do. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I think that's a non-negotiable. Yeah, Neal, I think when you take that 30,000-foot view that you're taking as well, the one thing that you have to remember, and I know you know this, the NFL sells hope. When you add that extra game,
the draft, the schedule, it's the foundation of hope.
And
then they pass around the collection plate.
So today's December 14. 22 different fan bases are sitting here right now. Even the cute little Coochie Viking fans saying, we still have a legitimate chance. Now, the Bengals, even though they're statistically alive, the Bengals don't have a chance. You know it as well as I do. Thank you for playing and everything. But there are 11 fan bases right now that say, hey, you know what? Look at our schedule. If this, and this happens, I think the Vikings are more of a long shot, but you know that happy little group. There are 22 fan bases on December 14th that are saying we've got a chance. The NFL loves it. Absolutely loves it, right? And that's where we're at today, and in varying degree. Chance in varying degree. And, that's look, the Chiefs. You're going to get to it in a second. The Chiefs are this close, okay? They still got a shot. The slappy fans at Kansas City, I've seen this before. Well, until they're eliminated, they're not really eliminated.
I think the fans around the country more, because with get-in price of $14 for the game, I don't think their fans are out.
Good point.
They are out.
It's amazing how that works out, isn't it?
It is. It's absolutely incredible. Woodward Sports Chat. We got this one here. Silent service. And we've been talking about Hutch a lot here today. To me, Jack Campbell has to be ascending. Hutch has not. Maybe it's an injury. Maybe he'll be better next year. But that contract extension was premature to say the least. I'm not ready to go there yet, Sean. I'm not ready to go there. He has had stretches like this in the past. Remember, you and I were doing the shows. I said, hey, Sean, I know I'm going to get filleted for this, and I'm a bad guy, and I'm a dick and everything, but he's gone a calendar month without a sack. You're a hater, Neal. You hate Michigan. No, he's here for the Lions. I want him to do well, need him to do well, all of that. Jack Campbell, Sean, and I want to touch on it just for a couple of minutes. You could be, and look, it was a very divisive pick in this town. Braylon Edwards walked off the show after they picked Jack Campbell. I was stunned, absolutely stunned. I was not a fan of it at the time. I know members of Jack Campbell's family watch the show. I've had my come to Jesus with you guys. I was wrong on that, clearly wrong. You have Spot Track out there tweeting about the fact that he will be extension eligible this offseason, and that number will start with a 2. The AAV will start with a 2. An off-ball linebacker will be in the 20s millions of dollars per year range. Fred Warner shit, Sean. He's still getting sold short, I think.
Broder, do you remember in the summer, you, Terry, and I were doing the shows, and there were people that were still killing Jack Campbell last summer. Killing him. Like Neal, not killing him. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
I don't have any inclination as to how anybody could detract from this guy right now. I don't. That's on you. And you know the magic words, and you just said them. There are some people, not only in this business, but some people out there in general that can't say those 3 words. And I've always prided myself on being a guy that can do it.
I got that from you.
I was wrong. It's okay. I didn't melt. You know, if somebody's going to say, well, you know, you lose some cred, I don't care about what your cred for me is. I don't. If anything, you know, I'm not going to get it right all the time. You're not going to get it right all the time. I was wrong. And more often than not, you know the routine. People double and triple and quadruple down to the point of absurdity. But, yeah, you're right. There are sometimes, hey, I say it again. I loved the Stafford Goff deal from day one. Did I think that Jared Goff would be the quarterback here and do what he's done? Absolutely not. I was wrong. I would still make that deal. Neal. Okay? I mean that. Look, let's take Jared Goff out of that package. We got a bridge quarterback, and that's all he is. He's just a bridge quarterback. And our guy from Tennessee is now the starting quarterback, and everything looks rosy, all right?
Why do you do this?
Would you do a do-over for that deal? I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do a do-over. I'd take that deal every single day, even without Jared Goff doing what Jared Goff has done. So look at the rest. Jared Goff's name is deleted from the deal. He's no longer here. He was a bridge. I'd do that deal. Really? I mean, that's the craziest thing about it. What? A little role reversal there, right? I just threw the Neal rule what out there.
There's Sean Baligian. The subtlety, and you did it, and I know you did it on purpose. You'll say you did.
What?
You'll say you didn't, but I know you did. And Broder, I hope you caught it. Quote, the little guy from Tennessee was the quarterback.
That was so adorable. Do you remember
the little guy from Tennessee?
Do you remember that? That was adorable. Do you remember even when we were all over my house, there were some people without names being mentioned.
In the preseason this year you're talking about? 100%. There are people at this network that would probably still do it.
Here's the Hendon. Remember the last drive? Hendon Hooker legacy. People were in my basement talking about the Hendon Hooker legacy drive. Then, of course, ended with a turnover. But that would Neal, that was the moment. That's when Hendon Hooker finally took over. A little fella from Tennessee. Cute little orange jersey.
Woodward Sports chat thread, chilling under Vecna. 9 is going to torch the Cowgirls today. Oh, I can feel it already. He might explode for 180 yards passing. Just spinning it. You know what, though? Truth be told, and Sean, we do have to do our Caesar Sportsbook pick of the day. I don't know if you want to knock that out real quick, like since somebody brought it up. I'll go first.
All right, you
All
go
right?
ahead.
And this is going to be wild to you guys. I actually have two, and they're dirty. They're absolutely dirty, and they make no sense. Number one, my 1A. This isn't a get right, by the way. I already assigned the get right. On the Cleveland Browns. Already assigned it. 7.5. That's a get right. This is separate from our Caesar Sportsbook pick of the day. Number one, 1A. I'm taking the Vikings in the 5.5 at Dallas. And it makes no sense. But this is classic.
That is a classic Dallas game.
It is a classic
In prime
Dallas
time.
game on Peacock.
Oh, it's so good.
They've shown that they have protection issues. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
So what do you think the Vikings will do?
Yes.
I love the Vikings. I'll even go, if you want to do the Caesar Sportsbook thing, I would take my 3/4 of my unit, pause, whatever that is. I would take 3/4 of it. I would take the Vikings with the points, and then I would take a quarter unit, and I would put it on the money line. That's how I would operate that game. I have a little bonus one for you guys, and this one is dirty.
Don't steal it.
Dirty.
Don't steal
I'm
it.
taking the Jets with the 14
Oh,
at
wow.
Jacksonville.
Wow.
There's no reason the Jets should be in this football game.
Wow.
But they're playing the Jags. What do the Jags do? Everybody stays in the football
They
game.
jag. They do. They jag.
There's no sense for it to be this way. But it speaks to me, and once it got to 14, courtesy of Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports, I have a 1 and a 1A. These picks are for entertainment purposes only. I will take the Vikings plus the 5.5. I will take the Jets plus the 4. I will spray deodorant and put the Jets plus a 14 on.
Can I? No, I'm going to go in the opposite direction. I thought you were going to steal mine. I'm going to go in the opposite direction. And you tell me what the latest is according to Caesars.
Yes.
What's the line in the Colts-Seahawks game?
Colts-Seahawks.
I think 13.5?
It has crossed to 14.
Mother.
Wow.
I'm still going to do it. You know what everybody says, and I can hear Maz saying,
Phillip
40 points is too much to give up in the game, right?
Phillip Rivers is starting on
I
Colts.
can't give up 2 touchdowns. I'm giving up 2 touchdowns. That defense is absolutely legit. What are they going to do to chubby Phil Rivers? And he is chubby.
Sean.
Again, I'm not calling him fat. Okay, he's chubby.
Is he pushing 300 pounds?
He's chubby. Okay.
Is he 270?
Probably 270. Probably 270. Neal, I know I'm not supposed to. You just gave me the reason why I shouldn't. You went the other direction. You took the Jets in the 14. Yeah. I openly admit that's too many points. It is too many points. I don't want to give away 2 touchdowns in the National Football League, and I'm taking the Seahawks. I think that I've said it all year. I think that defense is legit. The crazy thing about Sam Darnold, the first half of that game last week, he was awful. And then it's almost like you give him a chance and that defense keeps him in a game and things start going. So, yes, as crazy as it sounds, I'm going to lay the 14. We've been pretty hot, by the way.
We have been.
We've
been nice.
We haven't been patting ourselves on the back.
We've been giving you underdogs that are winning outright.
Like legitimately, we both of us have been on a little heater.
Yeah.
I'm laying the 14, and I feel guilty about it, but I will take my collecting after the game as well.
Hey, Sean, Neal, just so you guys know, I checked out. There's no official Phillip Rivers on the Colts website and their roster or depth chart, but ESPN has put him in there as the starting quarterback, weighing in at 228 pounds.
There's no way he's 228
But that's
pounds.
right next to his 2020 statistics.
Yeah, let's
He's pushing 270.
Okay, so that's a 4:25 game, so we'll find out an hour and a half beforehand.
Yep.
Legitimately.
Okay, guys, I know what you're doing here, and I understand it, but nitty-gritty. We're not doing the whole Phillip Rivers will be simultaneously inside and outside the pocket. I'm not doing that.
Oh.
He's chubby.
That's
it. He's chubby.
That's an observation.
He's chubby.
I'm not doing he will be quote simultaneously inside the pocket and outside the pocket. We won't do that here.
Reminder, he has like 15 kids. I see you, Neal.
You want to see it.
No
though.
pull-out game.
Come on, admit it.
whatsoever.
You want to see it. The thing that sucks is it's at 4:25.
I know.
But during a commercial break, can we? You're going to turn it on.
It's a carnival show.
You need to see it.
It's the bearded lady. You will. I will turn it on. I'm not going to lie to you.
100%.
I'm not going to lie to you at all.
And I know my son. My son's going to go, Dad, what are you doing? Like, because he's always aghast. And I'm going to go, I need to see chubby Phillip Rivers.
Larry Bust, there will not be comparisons to Phillip Rivers in, quote, old Las Vegas. All right? I'm not doing, quote, why am I laughing so much at that?
That's outstanding.
He does.
That's
he looks like old Las Vegas.
I'm rolling into the Flamingo. Did
Welcome
you ever go to the Flamingo?
Welcome to the Stardust, sir.
We stayed at the Flamingo one year, and it was like, what the hell? It's 1948, you know? Bugsy Siegel comes walking down the hall going, see? Unbelievable. Old Las Vegas.
AC, we will not be changing his name to, quote, Philip Oceans. We will not be doing that either. I don't understand why you guys want to do this here. I don't get it. Something wrong with you guys.
That's good.
No, Grandpa Joe, he is not playing, quote, offensive line. No, he is very much going to be the quarterback. Will he be the pulling guard for Jonathan Taylor?
That's good.
Quentin Nelson's pretty damn good.
All right, but you're all going to turn it on. Like, you're going to do the exact. At least I'm admitting it, Neal. I am the first one to publicly acknowledge I will turn on the Colts Seahawks game. I will turn it on.
What do you think Riley Leonard's feeling right about now?
He did the whole week of practice.
Yeah, like talk about not having faith in your player.
Is there any way we can also go back to a favorite of ours? Can we go back to the mystery of Anthony Richardson? Like, I need answers. I do. It's a mystery right now. I need answers. I don't think it's asking for much.
You need Robert Stackhouse. The unsolved mysteries of Phillip Rivers. He threw a ball that hit the roof of the practice facility.
God love him, man. Tell me you wouldn't. Hell yeah. Wait. I'm getting another game check. Mm-hmm. I'm getting another game. Okay, I'm in.
Soccer night in Detroit. Let's take it to the Riviera. That is the low-key most elite. If you get it, like if you get that chat message, if you get it, then it hits.
Old Las Vegas was. Who was that? That was.
I already lost it. It should be pinned to the top.
That was awesome.
Update a chat poll here. We are going to take a break. Come back. We have our first edition of With and Or. We're going to go back into the Lions-Ram games before we ride out too. Great chat poll here by Broder. What is the worst NFL game of the weekend? Commanders-Giants, Jets-Jags, Panthers-Saints, Vikings-Cowboys. I voted in this poll. I voted Jets-Jags.
Yeah.
I did. Because you will see a very low quality of football.
Can I kind of like that Panthers team. I'm not going to lie. Kinda. Okay? Kinda. They're
Sean.
Neal, I'm not falling for anything, okay?
Sean.
And they're going to fall well short, okay? But you know what? Do you know who they remind me of? The Texans. They remind me a little bit of the Texans. Kind of an old school team. They are. They're defense is getting it done for them.
Sean.
You're not going to win come playoff time. I'm not getting carried away. But there's a little about them. There is.
Sean,
all right,
can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why are they only a 2.5-point favorite against the Saints?
That's a great question. That's
Why?
why. That's why.
You know what's going to happen today.
I kind of feel that way about the Texans too. I'm not.
You know what's going to happen to the Panthers today.
You think the Saints really win legit?
Why are they a 2.5-point underdog?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I'm not saying I wouldn't bet it.
Neither would I.
I'm not calling for it.
But it's going to be.
But you know why
Yeah.
it's a 2.5-point. Anyone who says the Panthers are under a field goal, you get what you deserve. All right, I will say that.
No, those are two different things.
Yeah.
But you know what? I kind of like the recipe. That, like I said, the Texans are doing the same thing. The Texans aren't flying under the radar anymore. But you and I were talking about the Texans a month ago. I was like, low key, this is a pretty good team. And if you had the CJ Stroud of 2 years ago, oh my goodness, right? But defensively, that defense is legit. It really is.
Duncan Stewart, maybe because of home field, they have no clue on the game. That's my point, Duncan. That's my point. Steve-O, baby. Steve-O, the Panthers are in a lot better spot right now than the New Orleans Saints. Steve-O, baby. Honey, sugar. You're better than this, Steve. Don't do it. All I can do is guide people and give my thoughts. Your actions are your own. Broder, just think of me. When you see that score ticker today and the Saints are up 17-13 at halftime, think of me.
All right. Tet McMillan, he's going to be a Rookie of the Year finalist.
I wouldn't touch that game for anything, though. No way. I'm not touching I'm not touching that shit.
Look, you guys know that we're partners with Caesar Sportsbook here, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. If you bet on the Panther-Saints game, call the number. Call the number. Do what's right for your family and call the number. Okay? That's all I can say. But yeah. All right, let's do this. Let's take the break. We have our first with and or. We're gonna get back into the Lions-Rams game. I know some of you are listening at different points of the show, but we're gonna get back into it and give you guys our final thoughts. You can give us our final thoughts. But I do this for my friend. Again, we do a lot for you here. We went commercial-free the first hour. I feel like Scott Hansen, except I didn't lie to you, and we actually went commercial-free. So with that being said, I'm a human being. We are going to take the break here. And then when we come back with and then we jump back into Lions-Rams and get our final thoughts. Fair enough?
Did you see the Joe Burrow comment, by the way? I'm
Yes.
sorry.
I need to feel like I'm having fun playing football. I need to essentially along the lines of I need to figure out some things in the offseason and revisit.
Isn't that unbelievable? He is so back. Gosh, he might be captain back. He just slap the C right on his jersey. He's captain back. Gosh, I love that. What a great bit every damn year.
I'm salty. Don't think I'm salty. You thought you were going to sneak this one in and no one was going to notice it. I'm addicted to snow bunnies, not gambling, because I'm a Michigan man.
Here comes the bullshit.
Big Willie?
Here comes the bullshit.
How is that bullshit? Do Michigan men tend to be more addicted to, quote, snow bunnies or gambling?
That? Both.
Like Shannon. Both!
Both. Fuck it. It's both.
Okay. We'll be right back. We'll be right back with more Woodward Sports Lions pregame show brought to you by Second Best, Sun Cruiser, Jack's Car Wash, Mad Packs, Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. It's a good Tullamore Dew day. I may have that when I'm watching the Lions game today. Woodward Sports Lions pregame show.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
You know how some things are so good they should be world famous, but they're not? Our house-made vinaigrette is one of those things. And the antipasto salad, we drizzle it over. Same with our hand-battered chicken tenders. Original recipe soups and pasta sauces. It's almost as if our original, world-famous Detroit-style pizza is mocking them. And that's not very nice.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. thenfights.com.
You know how some things are so good they should be world famous, but they're not? Our house-made vinaigrette is one of those things. And the antipasto salad, we drizzle it over. Same with our hand-battered chicken tenders. Original recipe soups and pasta sauces. It's almost as if our original, world-famous Detroit-style pizza is mocking them. And that's not very nice.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith. New focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week, walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. Thenfights.com.
Back at it here. Shout out to Ven Johnson Law as well. Back at it here, Woodward Sports Lions pregame show. Don't forget the watch party at Art and Jake's in Clarkston today, 4 o'clock. Roll out to there. I would get there earlier than that if I were you. That's how I would do it because that place fins to be packed. Spencer, Easy, the squad will be out there. Woodward Sports chat thread, jump into there. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports. Oh, look at that. We 98,200 subs. So we're making the moves here during the show.
I want it. Can we have it before the end of the year? Can we ask people, like, seriously, Neal, is that am I overstepping a bound there?
No, we will.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm asking people.
Yeah.
We need to make that happen.
100%.
We really do.
I believe we will. Double G21 in the super chat. I wish you had a Boodham Kid shirts when my wife worked at daycare because I definitely would have bought her one. That's aggressive. That maybe some would say that's overly aggressive, Double G21, but do whatever you want. Professor Conklin in the super chat. Hi, Woodward Sports Wise Men. Just wanted to say I hope you and the rest of the crew have a safe and happy holiday season. Thank you, Professor. I appreciate that. A lot. Thank you as well. I want everybody to do well. I'm not a hater. I want everybody to do well. Double G21. Hutch needs to put Stafford on the ground because if he has time to throw to Adams and Puka, we are screwed. I think people are oversimplifying that, and I'm a person that simplifies a lot of things. They can get the ball to Puka and Devontae Adams. They can. Can you flip the field? You just need one. Can you get the turnover? Can you get the timely sack? Give me 2 sacks. Give me 3 sacks and a pick, and I think the Lions will win the game. And John will throw it to you.
Doesn't it? That's the Neal. That's what we've been talking
I can say that about every
all day.
game.
No, but that's what we've been talking about all day. And it's okay. Pass rush, activate. Do what you did last week. We need it. We need it bad. Can I also say, Goff hasn't had the Goff game yet, has he? Has Goff had the Goff game?
Philly.
The Philly.
Are you talking a bad game?
You know what I...
Yeah, Philly
There's
is
a
pretty
bad game, and then there's...
I feel like
the Goff game.
I thought the second half was the Goff.
You want to
game.
call? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Because the game was winnable, like the quote-unquote Goff game.
Fair enough.
That's kind of what I feel, but maybe you're right. We'll
Texan level, a Goff game. But let's not forget what he did later. But all jokes aside, I like Neal. That recipe is 100% right, and this is why I think we've talked so much about the defensive line and in particular Hutch. Like today, we need that. Today we need
Yes.
that because all those
every day,
variables.
Sean. This is it going
from
forward.
the point on. You're absolutely right.
This is it going forward.
Yep.
now.
This is, guys, you got to bring it. You got to absolutely positively bring it, and you can make a secondary look a hell of a lot better when you're bringing it.
Woodward Sports Super Chats. Anakin Sky Ogre. 44-year-old Phillip Rivers is starting. Oh, God. Anakin, we talked about it for a minute. I'm with you, brother. Like,
I want to watch it so badly. I do.
I do, too. And
I
you're going
wish
to.
it was the 1 o'clock game so much.
Woodward Sports Chat thread. Grandpa Joe. Boo. Monty sucks. Boo.
Bad.
I feel like that's
Power
aggressive.
Bad.
Larry Buss had a super chat but didn't say anything, so shout out to Larry Buss.
Thank you.
Larry. Go. You can just drop it in the regular chat, man. I will. I'll get to it, man. You're good. You're good over here. In the chat, gambling and what was it? Gambling has ruined football. The ratings say that you're lying. They're the highest they've ever been. We're the most invested we've ever been. Financially, emotionally, all of it.
Do you know what people don't understand, Neal? And this is, and I'm showing my age, and I don't give a shit. Did you think that there wasn't some guy at the corner store in your neighborhood that everybody in the area knew was taking bets in the back room? Like, you can't be that naive, right? The guy in Livonia, shout out to him, was the Fat Man. Everybody knew. Anybody who grew up in my era, I say the Fat Man, and I guarantee you there are people watching right now giggling. We all knew who the Fat Man was. Everybody did. It was almost like a rite of passage when, hey, Neal, you're young, but I like you. I see something in you. I need to tell you about this guy called the Fat Man. And you graduated to that level, right?
Yes.
Young Broder.
We had ours on the east side.
I don't want to get you in trouble because I know you got a bright future ahead, and you're heading to go play some college baseball. But just on the off chance you want to place a wager or two without anybody knowing, I told you where the Fat Man was, I told you who the Fat Man was, and I told them, tell them that I sent you. And that it was like a great... So, like, these people that act like this is something new, you guys, it's not. It's just more in your face. You see it everywhere you look. And you have great places like Caesar Sportsbook that are putting out information. You guys, this isn't new. And the NFL has continued to grow.
The only difference is now these are corporations that have oversight of it. Who do you think knows if a game is fixed first?
Right.
It's not the police.
Nope.
It's not the FBI.
Nope.
The sports book.
Yep.
I've always said this all the time. When you have a Boston College basketball game that usually has a $50,000 handle, checks notes, there's $2.7 million bet and it's all on one side. That's odd. I wonder if something's going on.
Maybe we'll pull this off the board.
Yeah, maybe
right?
we will.
And that's, but boy, when I hear people do that, and I get it. No, I don't get it. This has been going on forever, man. It has been, and every little town had that. You know, whether it be a party store, whether it be a restaurant, whether it be a pizzeria, some dude in the back was taking bets. Everybody had a Fat Man. That's just the way it was.
Woodward Sports chat thread, the Pepper Jack. Neal's usually the worst, but today he was tolerable. Pepper Jack, I feel the same way about your text messages. Usually they're the worst, but today they were tolerable. Greg Thomas, Neal is real, love him or hate him. Greg, I've always said that with you guys. I don't do the hope and fear game. I come up here and I tell you what I feel. And like maybe that's a weakness of my game in this industry. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you what I feel. I'm gonna tell you why I feel it, and it's usually thought out reasons or through experience through the years of traveling with teams and traveling with professional teams and knowing the vibes. I guess you could
shoot
say.
straight. I think honestly, real appreciates real. Shoot straight. I'm not going to sit up here and cheerlead if I don't feel that way, and I don't feel that way today. I hope I'm wrong, and you guys can yell at me like you yelled at me last week. Sorry.
And the reason for me, guys, that through all of this, and again, I don't do the hope and fear thing because I got a lot going on in my life. I can't remember what happened last Tuesday, let alone I can't remember what was I supposed to tell them on Tuesday. Am I supposed to do the same thing or no? No. Guys, the reason that I am not down on the football team is because I said 11-6. I said 10-7, 11-6. That's why. How have they deviated from that? They haven't. Like, if you get caught up in the week to week, you'll become emotionally bankrupt. Like, it just is, guys. I'll be concerned when they lose a game they shouldn't lose. You do that once or twice a year in this league. Every single team has. Let me give you your God, the greatest team that's ever played in NFL football, the Rams. A double-digit favorite against the Panthers. Lost. It happens 1 to 2 times per team in the league. That was the Vikings game for the Lions. I wrote that off because that happens in this league. You guys think everything is linear. It is not. Now that the pressure's on. This is not a must-win today. But guess what? If you lose it, the rest are.
It is, Neal. I can't tell you how many times. I know you and I talked about it, and Broder, I know in particular you, me, and Terry talked about this. This regular season was going to be miserable for me no matter how you sliced it. It is. Because we've graduated. We're in the rarefied air of, do you know what? No matter what happens this season, the ultimate success or failure of this team is going to be what transpires in January and February. I don't care how you got there. I don't give a crap if they go 9-8 and just slip their way into the playoffs.
And literally that.
Couldn't care less. Neal,
we laid the groundwork for it, Sean, with the people. Look me in the eye. Guys, the only thing that matters is what happens in the playoffs
this year.
The rest of this is an exhibition
This
season.
season was going to be miserable any way you sliced it. Because they weren't going 15-2. All right? And now, unfortunately for me, I'm sitting back going, are you kidding me? 2 years in a row, injuries are trying to derail this team? And again, it's not the magnitude this year. It's not that gosh damn graph that we looked at. Here's everybody else's injuries. There's the Lions' injuries. That made me sick to my stomach last year. But the entire defensive backfield. How the does that happen to a team, right? And here we are. But this is where we say, okay, you know what the ultimate get right is? If this pass rush becomes dominant. And if Aiden Hutchinson decides to himself, you know what, I'm tired of hearing about Micah Parsons. I'm tired of hearing about Myles Garrett. I'm putting on a show every gosh damn week. That's your best secondary. It is. Getting after the quarterback, making his life miserable, all right?
The praying mailman in the chat, watching from Verdun, Illinois, warming up with a Sun Cruiser in these below zero temperatures. Ooh. Go Lions, baby.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
Vernon, Illinois.
Verdun, Illinois. Never heard of it.
No, near Haddonfield?
I have to go look now. I got to go see because I'm curious, man.
There's a Michael Myers reference in there. I'm sorry, Neal. That was I just had to. You know how much I love that. Where's it at?
Central Illinois. Western Central Illinois.
So in the general vicinity of Haddonfield.
It was the scene of an 1898 coal miners' strike.
Who can forget?
During which Mary Harris, Mother Jones, played a major role.
Snow Bunny.
That gosh damn Mary Harris. Do you know how many times we've had dinners and my family and I sat around saying pros and cons for Mary Harris? I'm tired of it.
Population 3,231.
That a boy.
So there you go. Shout out to you, my friend.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. All right, Sean, I've delayed it long enough.
Yeah, you really taking this to the end.
It is not. Typically, we don't get this on December 14th or in Week 15. They will start to trickle in starting next week. However, we got a bonus treat. This crop came early. Pause. Sean Baligian's favorite thing in the world that we do on this show is with and or.
It's a great bit.
We go over playoff scenarios.
He did it.
Yep.
It's him.
We go over playoff scenarios. Double G21, the super chat. Like a great man once said, the only way out is through. Shout out to D-Mac. Okay, so with and or are playoff scenarios. The more, the better. Sean's absolute favorite thing in life is a 5-step with and or. With a win, and this, or a tie, and a loss. He loves it.
It's the Indianapolis Colts. I just think of
Every
that
year.
dumb horseshoe.
And Sean,
it really is.
Who's going to be leading the way again? They look like they were going to fool us for a minute.
Do it.
But they're not. They're fighting for their lives. Okay, we have our very first one. Sean, I will be honest with you and I will level with you. This is not a with and or in terms of making the playoffs. It is a with and or in terms of missing the playoffs. It is noteworthy because of who it is.
All right.
Adam Schefter tweeted it out today. Sean, for the very first time here this season, with and or the Kansas City Chiefs edition. Broder, you have it up there.
Wow.
There you go, baby. Here are the ways the Chiefs can be eliminated from the postseason today. With a Chiefs loss to the Chargers, and Buffalo beats, Sean's favorite, or ties the Patriots, and the Jaguars beat or tie the Jets, and the Texans beat the Cardinals. If all 4 of those scenarios play out, the Chiefs get the E next to their name in the column. They are eliminated from the playoffs.
Neal,
with and or.
Neal, here's the crazy thing about that, okay? Sometimes you throw a parlay out there, and you know, okay, my parlays, but then you look at it and you're like, this one might have a chance. But is there anything crazy on there to you?
No. I would be shocked if I think the biggest thing to that is the Chiefs losing to the Chargers.
That's exactly it. I don't think the Chiefs lose again to the Chargers playing for their life. But they already lost to the Chargers this year, and they don't look right. Could you imagine December 14th, the Chiefs being eliminated? Holy mother of the Lord. Good gosh.
Which also tells me, Sean, the Chiefs, if those bottom 3 scenarios play out, then what's the last domino to fall? If the Chiefs lose. Now their path improves a little because it's a divisional win over the Chargers.
Right.
But with that being said, it's the Chiefs' time, right? They are at the Titans next week. They are home against the Broncos on Christmas night.
I like their chances.
And they are at the Raiders to finish the season.
Dude.
This is it.
If the Chiefs pull this out of their ass again, are you kidding me? You have to wonder about voodoo allowed. You really do.
So that's what it is. I thought it was relevant. It gave you a little taste.
It's not that crazy. It isn't. I told you I hit on a pretty significant parlay when I was out at Mandalay. And it was one of those things I thought I was throwing money away. And then I looked at it and I went, this isn't... Do you know what my most nuts thing was? My most nuts thing was Ole Miss covering the spread against Florida. Like, I dropped the spread down. It was like 1.5. So, in essence, Ole Miss had to win the game, all right? And if you remember that was the Tim. Remember Tim Tebow stood, I will never, the rest of my career, have a game like this and everything. I won it. It was crazy. And it was like, my wife's yelling at me, we're like the Blue Man Group. I go, if you just wait, just give me 2 minutes. I will give you $7,000. Why didn't you say so? You know, all that stuff. And that's not that crazy.
No.
That is not that crazy.
No, it is not. So there it is, everybody. That is the path. All right, Sean, before we ride out, final thoughts.
Neal, I was kind of hoping during the course of the show that you or Broder or Big Willie could make me feel better about this game. You all failed. You all failed miserably. Hey. I think this is a loss. I also think it's the Lions' last loss of the year. Right around the number. I wouldn't touch this game with $1 million. I wouldn't touch this game with $1 million.
Nor would I. Soccer Night in Detroit, best with and or ever. A lot of Chiefs hate going in there. A lot of Chiefs hate flying around.
Where are you at?
Wild West. Can I get your thoughts on this real quick? Wild West. I'd be moving Hutch around to get a better matchup if I could.
Whatever it takes.
The Packers do that elitely with Parsons.
Whatever it takes. We're at that point in the season, guys, with our defensive backfield. I'm going to say it. There is no help coming. There are no reinforcements for our defensive backfield. This is on us. This is on our defensive line.
Larry Buss, who was in the Super Chat. Neal, you always make me laugh about my Vikings. I'm glad I can make you laugh about Elvis. And Joe Burrow will be a Viking when he is 39 years old.
Wouldn't that be that? Boy, you want to talk about a perfect, right?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow and the Vikings? Holy
At 39? He'd probably look like Elvis in the 70s.
Oh, my gosh. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
He'd look like Phillip Rivers out there.
Oh, my gosh.
Sean, for me, I don't think that there was any convincing of either of the camps. There wasn't a convincing of your camp. I don't think there's a convincing of my camp. We drew our battle lines. as a fan base, all of it. I feel like this is a coin flip game between the Rams and the Lions. I give the Lions a very, very good chance of winning this football game. I'm a little sad in that I feel like the credibility and goodwill that this team has built up throughout the last couple years of playing when there is adversity, i.e. their back is to the wall, or in these spots, I would think they would have bought a little more, but they haven't. And that's a Lions franchise issue from years gone by. That is not a reflection on this regime. They are just the ones that took this job, and this comes with this job of that PTSD that we have. I believe enough in their roster to not think that the Rams, based on what I saw in the past couple weeks, that game in Carolina especially, they are not infallible. They are not, they are not God's gift to football this year. I would not bet my family on them winning the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't. So with all that being said, Sean, there's no blood here today. I didn't draw any blood. You didn't draw any blood. If I were going to lean on it, if I had to bet it, I would take the Lions in that 5.5. That's where I would be with it.
Outright winner? Outright winner?
If I had to bet it, I would take them with the points. I wouldn't. I mean, but
I hope they win the game.
You're pushing 2-1 on the money line. Like,
I hope they win the game. I
you just don't think they will? Okay,
nope.
and that's
I don't.
Look. We've said that before too.
Last week I did.
If you pick them to finish 11-6, that means they lose a third of the games. Everybody, like,
I was at 12-5. I was at 12-5.
Yep. Woodward Sports chat thread. James Galena. If the Lions don't win, Sean, don't show up for work Monday. You're uncredible. There it was. All right, Broder, big time. Big time of you, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to lie.
Guys.
From now on, I'm just lying. Lions by 31.
38-7?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Or 45-14?
34-3. No touchdowns for the Rams. How's that?
There you go. All right. Well, that'll do it. Big Willie style. Appreciate you, my friend.
Thank you.
Go Lions, the watch party will be live at Art and Jake's in Clarkston. Roll out 4 o'clock. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go Lions. Well, see you later.